Hey guys, it's John Frasco from GigTrack for Musicians, and I'm here with State of Flux. What's up, fellas?
Hello,
How's
everybody.
it going?
So, we're doing our interview series. This is one of our first in the series, and we're pretty excited to have these guys on. These guys are a progressive rock band out of South Florida, and why don't you guys give us a little bit of insight how you guys got the group together?
Okay, let's see if I can do this. All right, Andres and I were in a group called Phantomime, and Phantomime disbanded about 2014, but for a while we had this growing interest in progressive rock and metal music that we weren't really able to explore in Phantomime, so that's what this group is all about, and that's what we've been doing ever since. We started it probably around, seriously around like 2016, I guess we'll say.
Very cool. So you guys have been playing music together for a while then, the two of you.
Yeah, a lot of these ideas are pretty old. And, like Kevin said, it was something that was always in the back of our heads, but we never were able to fully realize. So we, there was ideas floating. And then, after Phantomime is, when we had time for him and I to, actually sit down and work on these ideas, that we decided to kind of turn it into an actual project.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And you guys have, it's a 4-piece, correct?
Yeah. You are currently seeing 50% of us right now. We also have Corey Bickford and Eric Ocasio on keyboard and bass, respectively. They are not with us on this call.
Duly noted, and we are aware. Thank you. So, with progressive rock music and progressive music of any kind, really, a lot of people are really daunted by the songwriting aspect of it because a lot of people just wonder like where to start. It doesn't have such a cut and dry format as pop music or straight up rock, alternative, all that kind of stuff. So, what's your guys' process like?
Well, I'd say that the first thing is to listen to as much music as possible, because I feel like part of the beauty of progressive rock is that you're not necessarily constrained to you follow a format, a radio-friendly format, if you will. You kind of have the freedom to go beyond that and just, do whatever you want, really. I feel like everything is acceptable.
You're allowed to. I mean, we use the term progressive to describe it, but like it incorporates, the genre can incorporate a lot of different styles and influences, and all within the context of a rock and metal band, which is part of the allure for me, at least, probably for Andres too.
Yeah.
So we say like rock and metal music, we can still do that, but like also mix it up and do things to it that you probably wouldn't otherwise hear.
Yeah,
Right.
I know, especially a lot of your stuff. There's a lot of Latin influences, a lot of jazz influences. There's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Don't want to say bipolar, but you're catching my drift, or you can just kick gears very quickly into a whole different kind of atmosphere within the same piece of music. It really keeps you on your toes, but it's really thought provoking. It's really fun and engaging to listen to. So,
thank you.
When you guys are writing that kind of stuff, though, what do you guys normally do what's your process of putting the music together?
Well, there's a couple of processes. Some of the earlier material evolved out of jams. Like I mentioned, we had these ideas, we got in a room, and we just thought, okay, we have this, where can we go from here? How can we expand this into a bigger idea? Somewhere like that, on a couple of occasions, we were fortunate enough to be able to collaborate with Killian Duarte, who is the bass player for the band Scale the Summit. And his family is from down here, and he visits frequently. And so on a couple of occasions, we were able to get together with him, as we, shared a lot of the same, influences. We're all into prog and metal and jazz and Latin. He's actually also Venezuelan SMI. So, there's a lot of mi gente, yeah. There's a lot of common ground there. And, it was a matter of, we got in a room, one of us would say, hey, I got this idea. What can we do? And a couple of hours later, we had a completed song.
Very cool.
Fully realized.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other half of that is coming like, I mean, I'm usually the main writer, but I'll present like ideas to the guys. Sometimes almost complete, or almost completely complete ideas, completely finished, and allow them to either take what I wrote and meld it to their own like styles and playing abilities, or to take it as it is. And so you said a lot of people can be like daunted by the process of it. Well, to be honest, like my process is pretty simple. I'll take something pretty basic or pretty simple or pretty elementary, and then I'll try and screw it up, for lack of a better term. Do as many things to it as I can, play it in as many different styles or feels, or even in different rhythms. So that's basically our process. And when it comes time to put it all together, yeah, we do a mixture of like kind of playing it as was written either by me or everybody kind of providing their own input.
Yeah, but what's important is that even with all the, screwing of the ideas that we do, at the end of the day, we are aware that this is music. This is something that, people will listen to, and, that, we will be performing, and we try to, whether it's by making sure that there's some kind of solid melody or, or something to grab your attention. It just, we always try to, keep it concise.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely answered actually more than just the one question I was going to ask. So
Okay.
I'm sure it's too.
Sorry.
So we're just going to keep moving right along. So with a group like this, especially, I'm sure that if for people like you guys said, you guys like to listen to lots of different types of music and really observe and absorb different genres and different philosophies and all that. Do you guys enjoy collaborating with other people, even on different styles of music?
Absolutely. I just recently did a collab with our friend Tiffany Marie. I played acoustic guitar for her, and something she's going to release. I'll let her tell you about that, though.
I asked her about it.
Yeah, and then I've also been able to perform with the band Indigo Dreamers. They're also a friend of ours, and it's more straight ahead pop music. It's almost the opposite of what I do with State of Flux. And we were actually fortunate enough to also be able to play a show with them, where we featured Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. We each did a set, Indigo Dreamers played, then State of Flux played, and then we, joined forces, and we were able to perform the album in its entirety. Definitely
it was pretty cool.
A very memorable live performance moment. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I'm sorry I missed that. That's really cool. It's really to find, let alone the talent, but also enough personnel to really do a proper Pink Floyd.
Right. It definitely sounded full, and no elements were missed. Maybe the saxophone, the only thing that I'm sad that we weren't able to get. But other than that, it was.
That's really cool.
It was a great moment.
Other memories that you guys would like to share that really stuck out to you in your entire performing career?
I guess playing in places where you wouldn't expect to see a prog band and having a surprisingly warm response to it.
Yeah.
Tin Roof Del Rey being one of those places.
Oh yeah, anyone who's not aware, Tin Roof is primarily a country venue, and they originate out of Nashville. So you can guess the kind of acts and the personnel they usually attract. So having a prog rock band playing outdoors to the downtown strip where all the guys are in button-down shirts and all the girls are made up and on their dresses to go to their clubs and go bar hopping. It's really an experience, but to really get a positive response from that must be really cool.
As the saying goes, good crowd. We'll take care of that.
Yes.
Oh man. Jeez. That never gets old, actually.
Nope.
So, just a couple more questions. One thing I definitely want to draw attention to, and the reason why we're doing these interviews is because with all this time that we're in isolation now, and everyone's gigs are pretty much washed. There's no gigs to be played. There's some studio work to be done, but it's all remote. Everything's just pretty rough as far as artists of all types go. Is there anything you guys are doing to stay productive during the COVID-19 isolation period?
Andres?
Absolutely. Yeah, we haven't stopped writing, I guess. We just had our first album released almost 6 months ago, and so we're already writing the new material for what I guess eventually will be the second album. And we've been pretty hard at it because we actually have the time, like you said. So we're just trying to be as productive as we can, and we have some ideas that we've been bouncing off, each other, and kind of editing as we can, with the limited resources that we have, since we haven't actually been able to be in the same room to work out these ideas.
Yeah.
And yeah, so expect to hear some of this, soon.
Yeah. If you guys ever do any previews or anything, send them our way too. We'd love to feature them. That sounds awesome.
Sure. Absolutely.
And then,
Thank you.
Just before we go, anything else you guys would like to let our viewers know about? Anything you guys have coming up?
So, as if you follow the prog scene or you're into this kind of music, you heard in early January Neil Peart of Rush, the mastermind of the lyrics and the professor, the greatest drummer, or probably some would argue the greatest drummer of all time, or most influential. He passed away of an aggressive brain cancer. So, as you can imagine, without Neil Peart, and Rush's influence, there wouldn't be a State of Flux. Yeah, that's the bottom line. So we wanted to, pay respect to that and do something kind for the community in the same way. So we were planning on having a Rush tribute show at the end of May at Respectable Street in West Palm Beach, and with the proceeds going to St. Jude's Cancer Research.
Wow.
Yeah, so that would have been, as far as I know, it's still happening. It's May 30th at Respectable Street.
Yeah, we're taking it day by day.
Yeah, but we pray that that's still going on, and but that's something we're really looking forward to. We would do a set of our material, and then we'd collaborate with a friend, Oliver Hampman, to sing and play Rush material to close out the night.
That's really cool, guys. So stay tuned. May 30th, we're gonna try and actually cover this as best we can. I'd love to actually get some recordings of some of this and get it up here.
Same.
So that
Awesome. Yeah.
Who can't be in Florida at that time can still experience the equal parts beauty and insanity that would be a State of Flux Rush tribute show.
Yeah. Thanks.
So, guys, this has been a lot of fun and extremely enlightening and eye-opening. And I can't thank you guys enough for taking some time out of your isolation to sit and stare at people on your screen, because I'm sure you haven't done that yet. But thank you again for joining us, everyone. State of Flux. We look forward to hearing from you guys more. And
Cool.
Any updates and any events that are coming in your future, we will keep you all posted about. You guys.
Yeah, also you can find any updates from us on our website, stateoffluxband.com.
And your Instagram and Facebook, I believe, as well, yeah?
Yep, that's all linked on the website. Yeah.
And will all be posted below as well, so you guys can get the whole scoop everywhere. Thank you, guys.
Thank
You guys.
Thank you,
keep
Johnny,
safe,
for having us.
Wash your damn hands, and we'll see you guys
Yeah.
next time. Thank you.